Okay, tomorrow's game is going to, playing a really good basketball team. It's Stephen F. Austin. I can tell you, Coach Underwood does a phenomenal job with his team, with those guys. They're really good. Obviously, the proof's in the pudding. With the amount of wins they had last year and then what they've done this year, they're as good of an offensive execution team that we'll face. They cut hard. They play hard. They're really good defensively. They're just a good team. They got some tough matchups out there. It's if we're fortunate to win the game, it's a heck of a win because this is a really good basketball team that's going to win a lot of games throughout the year.
Avery said they'll use the entire shot clock, maybe like a.
Yeah, I mean they're averaging around 70 games, so they'll play fast. I mean, they'll still play fast. I mean, they'll work some of the clock, but their actions they're after. I mean, they cut hard, they get after it, and they're that's something that they're good at. I mean, they really cut hard.
The Parker kid looks like he's inside, outside.
Yeah, he can play multiple positions. I don't think he's a true position. I think he's just a guy that can play multiple positions who's very good.
How big was it, Coach, to get to scout them a couple of games? I'm sure they scouted you as well, but get to see him in person a couple of times.
Yeah, I mean, we got to see him, and they got to see us. But in the end, you know how it is. I mean, you got to get on the floor and perform and put the ball in the basket.
What's Aki, Coach Collins' status?
He's still in Las Vegas. They have not been able to remove the kidney stone. The kidney stone. He had some issues with his kidney due to the kidney stone. They have not been able to remove it yet. So he's still in Las Vegas, and our prayers and thoughts are with him and his family, and obviously for a speedy recovery, and that's kind of where it's at right now.
Because I know you rotate scouts with the.
Well, he didn't have Baylor. Kirby had Baylor, and then he had Illinois. So Keelan, Coach Lawson had Indiana State. So, and Kirby has Stephen F. Austin, and then Bradley, Izaki. But right now Julian's moved up into the full assistant role. So Julian will obviously take the responsibilities for the Bradley game.
Coach, with Stephen F. Austin, they've kind of had a penchant for turning guards over, getting the turnovers up. What do you see from them, and how do you kind of combat that with the backcourt that's still learning its way?
Yeah, I mean, they really get after you and pressure you. They get after and play great pressure defense. I mean, we got to be able to handle the ball. We got to make sure we limit our turnovers, be smart with the ball, be strong with the ball, and but they really do get after you.
The year backcourt last year was, I think, amongst the nation's leaders in assists per game. This year it's been down, I think less than 10 maybe as a team. What do you see, and how do you improve that with guys that are learning on the go?
Just going to take time. We're a young team. It's a process. I mean, I love coaching this team. I'm excited about this squad, but it's just going to take time. It's just a process, going to take some time.
Is that a product, that number, assists per game, is that, do you think, representative always of the team sharing the ball? Is the offense different, or are you guys just...
No, I just think it just takes time. It's just going to take time. We're a young team. There's going to be some highs and some lows. It's just going to be a process.
What do you got to do to get Austin Nichols going?
Well, I think he's been pretty good defensively. He's gotten to the free throw line a lot more. He just didn't play well against Indiana State. He was no good against Indiana State. He was good against the first half versus Baylor. He didn't have good three halves of basketball, and that was the second half versus Baylor and both halves versus Indiana State. But he's going to be fine. He's going to be a great player for us.
How big is this 9-game homestand for you guys? I know you talked about wanting the fans out there, but how important is this stretch for you?
I'm only focused on Tuesday, tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is a great challenge for us. This is a very good team. It's very, very well coached. It's got a lot of good players, and we're going to have to play an A game.
Coach, you say it's a process. It's going to take time. Do you feel like some people out there are maybe a little bit impatient with the way things are, and that they need to maybe just wait things out as you kind of work with everything?
We're a young team. It's going to take time. It's just a process. There's going to be some highs and some lows. Hopefully there's more highs, but I have no issues with the fans being impatient. That's what makes this program so great, is the emotional investment by the Tiger Nation. They have every right to be impatient. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Do you feel pressure from them or from former Tiger players yourself, like, let's get this thing going, kind of?
I mean, you put internal pressure on yourself just because you want to do great for everybody. You want to do great for the former Tigers and do great for Tiger Nation, do great for the university athletic department, for your student athletes, so coaching staff members. So you put that internal pressure on yourself to to make sure you're trying to do the very best you can and have the success that you want.
With guys that are so green, a team that's so green at this level, how much does the value of just winning a game kind of get that snowball effect going for them to have confidence?
The more wins, the better for us. More opportunity for us to have grow in confidence, and you can kind of see it when you're winning. But hey, every time we step on the floor, whoever plays is going to be a good team. They're going to be well coached with good players, and we're going to bring our A game. Okay, thanks everybody.